is a far more aggressive character this year than he was last. He's certainly proving me right here today.
That's right, and so Veda Pratama
in their favour.
They're a second and a half behind, and that could change.
What was their pace?
Carpe now has the advantage. He's got it superb. I wonder if he knows how much of an advantage he has. He just has to keep it on with the fastest lap of the race so far.
Veda has indeed caught the lead last time around, 145.0, so they were a couple of tenths quicker, actually, than your leaders, so they could well be
perfectly together now for the last half a lap.
He might have just gifted a massive advantage to leading quintet. They are now 6 riders battling for this, catching them up come the end of this one.
Okay, they got a second and a half to make up.
Alvaro Carpe, who still retains the lead. It might be too much for anyone else to chase him. Here's the win then. Very special indeed. What? Carpe telling Veda to slow down or something like that.
And certainly Rouchet's got his head down.
Chasing pack then, you've got Rouchet Moodley leading them through there. Honestly, Guido saying like be patient or something like that. They don't want Brian to fully get away, do they? Pini versus Pratama. I mean, whatever Pini does this weekend, he's got his rookie season off. Pini, my mistake, but let's pay attention back to the front. Final sector time, Peter.
Yes, and it's Kies. No, they don't, but yeah, as you say, the pace, you know, you wonder whether it's something that's
to a very solid start, hasn't he, ultimately.
And Kies now up into second place, pressing second place ahead of Peroni and the 54 of Veda Pratama. Surely it's going to be sorted out between these guys. Have got something up their sleeve because the pace isn't what it was yesterday.
But Veda, very consistent.
In Carpe, I wonder if it's he's decided that he's stayed off the green enough and it's time to turn the wick up. These 4, and they've really got to do something about Alvaro Carpe. He's only got 2 corners to hold it together.
Another 144.9 for him. That is just a couple of tenths quicker than Rico Salmela. He can do it without going on the green as well. He proved that yesterday. It's Brian Ariarte.
He's brilliant through these 2 corners.
Surely it's too far. It's too far. Keyless though. Wow, sides across the last time around. Still the only rider setting 144s.
And still Brian Ariarte, a very smooth. Where did he come from?
To first. Goodness me, Brian. Wow, then he goes straight back. Roni, this is it. Carpe's done it. He's wrapped up the win, but who's going to get second place?
It's a double for Carpe, but run out front. I think you know, Carpe's allowed himself to get dropped back to 5th place.
That was an overly ambitious move. Oh, and Carpe nearly swipes his front wheel. Goodness me.
It's Max Shears who's going to take second place. Who's going to be third? Veda Pratama on the podium.
Veda, he gets.
I think he should be quite happy with that. And as I say that, he's moved back up to 4th. He uses the green and he goes from trying for first to back for 4th place.
I've never seen anything like that. But his first podium in Rookies Cup, he's done it.
Absolutely brilliant. Well, Kies is there in second, ahead of Rico Salmela, then Carpe.
To be honest with you, a rider goes from 3rd to 1st to 4th in a space of 2 corners.
Well, it all came unglued for him yesterday. It didn't today. Absolutely superb.
Lennox Famara has had a long lap penalty. Relatively local rider, the Swiss.
You can't say he's not trying.
No, absolutely not. Keyless.
Way off
you
on
said
the
it, didn't you?
Carpe, Kies, Pratama, Peroni, Pini in 5th, Moodley in 6th. What a
rider, Northern Talent Cup former rider there. He's not going to track limits warnings. He said, well, I've got a few in my pocket now. That's not
great ride from Rouchet Moodley back in the pack. And there's a distraught number.
He's down in 20th space at the moment.
And Carpe, whoa, up the inside there, just asked a couple of...
That works!
Well, as you say, you said it was going to kick off. Well, it has, in biggest style, it's for 51. He picked it up to cross the line, 13th. He gets the people to go from, I think, 4th to 2nd. Superb. He doesn't want to see Brian get away at all. And it's kicked off.
It has well and truly. And you've got Moodley and that joining the party as well.
Some points for that. And that may be vital at the end of the day.
Well, there we go.
Has got back on the tail of the fellow Spaniard. Well, that was superb.
It's just off the back. They're within a second now then. It's only going to get closer if these guys keep mucking each other up. Really interesting that. Well, I mean, what a showman Carpe is. I love his celebrations. He's just absolutely...
Side by side. And he takes the lead. Yesterday's winner.
But Keyless leads through turn 3. Brian says, get behind me. They're going to flick absolutely off the chain, isn't he? When he gets a win like that. I mean, fair enough. It was all done.
Well, how can you go one better than winning one race in the weekend? You make it a double, and here he goes.
Digit on their fingers in response.
Well, that is brilliant, as you say.
Effectively, when Uriarte went down, wasn't it? That just gave him as much time as we see.
Goes almost as though he's decided this is the time I'm going to really push, and let's see if he went from nowhere to first and back to about 4th or 5th. My goodness gracious.
There's nothing like our replay going on there. This is technically the race-winning overtake out the final corner.
He's had something up his sleeve. 8 laps to go.
Someone else that's pushing is the 94. Guido Pini's found his Rookie's Cup out there, is there, Peter?
No,
nothing like it.
Nothing at all, no. My goodness.
Corner, just driving it all the way towards turn 1.
Yeah, he was superb. When Carpe was brilliant. I mean, I think that's...
Fastest lap of the race to him last time around. 0.3 of a second quicker than Veda Pratama previously.
Well, superb stuff. Okay, right, 3 and a bit laps to go. Pini's there. I'm pretty sure that's the first double of our season, isn't it? What a time to do it. It's a crucial point in the...
Then, could we be seeing 6 riders become 7 towards the end of this one? We're only halfway through the race.
And the whole pack, and they're still just with a bit of an advantage over Rouchet Moodley.
Up the end.
Championship.
I'm going to refer you back to a conversation. This is what happened with Peter.
Yeah, that's right. Now, you saw the number 28 there, Maxwell Kiers, go off on the blue. That is the blue.
Sign and a big bobble for him as he tries to get the inside of Carpe. Carpe's going to come back in it, though, is he? He's going to push him wide. Who's that? Uriarte.
Oh, yeah, he just, you know, it all went wrong on the brakes, didn't he? Sort of bobbled in and he still acts. So I don't think he's going to get penalised for that. It's not the green that's, you know, it's a different thing.
Now, the Pini going very wide in the background. He'll be out of the running for the win then, unfortunately. That's him too.
Obviously, he had to tip it in, but by then he was in big trouble, and the front just tucked.
If you look at Carpe's results at the start of the rider who has been penalised, though, is Evan Belford. He's down in 22nd at the moment. He's been getting along far away.
Right, so it's Max Kiers now who has the advantage, but Brian Uriarte comes inside him and down.
The season, he got a win in the second race in Jerez. He had a podium in France, but he had a couple of races in the start penalty for exceeding track limits, like Famara.
Yeah. What you would do, of course, if you who is going to be late on the brakes? Brian surely is going to lead. This is where he made the big move on the previous lap.
By the season, which were a little bit subdued by his standards. I did tell Christian Downey Jr.
ridiculously went over the blue and ran off the track like that. You'd get penalised for gaining.
Oh! Keyless goes from 1st to 5th!
Yeah, in one.
Enrico Salmella, that come the second half of the season, he's going to turn the wick up and bag as many wins.
An unfair advantage, of course.
Or you end up in the gravel and lose your race completely.
That's right. One corner, my goodness gracious me. So wow. Brian now is going to put the hammer down.
In Zacan, they went, really? Said, yeah, that's exactly what he's doing.
Well,
that is what he's done.
That is right, you're dead right. Right, so it is the 83 of Alvaro Carpe that leads. There's the 94. I think he knows that with the gearing, he can't just run in the pack. He's got to get out in front. And here he goes to Matt, because, you know, he was already thinking championship and race 2. And